as a kid, I grew up and would constantly hear about this, this supposed path that you're supposed to follow. I would constantly hear that, oh, this is what you should do. This is where you should be at this point in your life. And by this point in your life, you'll get to this point, and then so on and so forth. Oh, you finish high school, and you go to college, and then you go ahead and get a job in whatever career you wanted to do. And then you stay in that career your entire life, right? Until you retire, right? Or maybe you get out of high school, go into the army, do something in the army, start a family, right? The supposed path that you're supposed to follow. And I think about that a lot in terms of, my own life. Like, I kind of followed, this alleged path, right, for a while. But then it got to the point, it's like, is this path really meant for me? Is this path really meant for me? And I say this, right, in terms of like, what people have always told me, like, oh, is this really what I'm supposed to follow? And then I think about, my life currently and how I'm basically going down an unknown path, right? Like the whole pathway that I had in my head has been shattered. And so now I am treading into unknown territories, basically. And I'm thinking now, it's like, that's life. Life is always full of just different twists and turns, right? Things you can't expect, things that you can't predict, right? You have to get used to the unfamiliar, right? You have to get used to not knowing what to expect, right? Because I think, at least me, I find myself always seeking the knowing that I know what's gonna happen, right? I like to know that I can control something or control something. I seek comfort in knowing that I am in control of what is to come. And yet that's not really true, because you can't predict everything that's gonna happen to you. You can do your best, but you can't, right? So you have to get used to this unfamiliarness, the unknown, right? The second path. Because it's so easy to get caught up in going down this one path that if things don't work out, you just crumble right there and then. That's what happened to me temporarily. I found myself thinking, well, dang, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do. I found myself at a supposed dead end. But the saying goes, when one door closes, another one opens, right? This second path that I didn't know was there to me. And so I'm going to continue going down it, right? And I find as the days go on that things become just a little bit easier, right? Before, I was in such a state of panic, of frenzy, of like, okay, well, now I need a plan to be doing something, otherwise I'm going to be a quote unquote failure. But you can't fail if you haven't even started to begin with, I get, like, in my head, I was calling myself a failure because I got stopped on the path that I thought I was going to take. But I didn't even get started on that path yet. Instead, I ended up going down a different path. And yet I was being so mean to myself, calling myself, oh, well, now you're going to set yourself back. Now you're going to find yourself struggling unnecessarily. But that's okay. I was being so harsh to myself for no reason. Because now this new path is going to open up a lot more opportunities for me. it's going to show who I really am. It's going to allow me to continue to persevere despite any challenges that come my way. It's so easy to get caught up on one idea that you forget that there's still so many other ideas out there. There's still so many other things that you can do. And that's not to say to discredit your feelings, because you should feel those emotions, right? You should you should feel them, you should process them, and then you should let them pass. Because at the end of the day, life keeps going. You have to remember that not everything is going to go the way that you want it to. Not everything's going to go the way that you want it to. Whether it's relationships, whether it's a job, a career, whether it's, with your family. Not everything's going to go the way you want it to. I used to always think to myself, I wish things were different. But instead of thinking those things, I started acting on it. I started becoming the difference that I wanted to see in the world. I started changing things that I wanted to have seen changed, right? Whether it's in my immediate environment, whether it's with myself, whether it's with the relationships that I have with people, I started becoming the change that I wanted to see in the world, right? But that wouldn't have happened had I not gone down this second path. Had I stayed down on this supposed laid out path that, everyone should follow, I would have found myself, not truly understanding myself and what I'm capable of. I might have had some success in what I was gonna do, but I still would have had an empty feeling. There still would have been a part of me that wondered whether I should have actually gone down this path, right? If you find yourself at a decisive point, at any moment in your life, if you find yourself questioning whether this is what you actually want to do, or if you find yourself doing something yet you don't know if you want to continue doing it, it's okay to go down a different path. There's multiple pathways open for everyone out there. Doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter who you are. If you have the capability, the knowledge, the knowing that you want to do something else, you should try to do it. In my head, I always thought, maybe I wanted to do this thing. Maybe I wanted to be an engineer. Maybe I wanted to be, in this field, in that field. But what I really want to do, I just want to help people. In this path that I'm on, I've already been helping people. I'm going to continue to do that. Because that's what I want to do. Sometimes I think to myself, late at night, I get really scared, I get really anxious a lot of the time, very, kind of like a crippling, anxiety, to the point of oh, well, shit, I don't know what to do. I have to constantly remind myself, it's going to be okay. As long as you keep going forward. As long as you keep making strides in what it is that you want to do. I hope someone out there needed to hear that. I've been having a lot of reflection time, and it's just something that I have to come to terms with. It's taken a while, but it's gonna be all right. Hope whoever's seeing this, hope you have an amazing day. Make sure to take care of yourself, because the only person who can take care of you is you. And always always remember, it's okay to go down a different path. Maybe that's what you needed. Have a good one.